Good morning, everyone. Happy new week. Welcome to our Monday morning meditation. So good to be able to meditate with you today. We are going to focus, since yesterday was Father's Day, we're going to focus on the masculine energy of, kind of what we traditionally think of as fathers or male energy. After Mother's Day, we focused on that female nurturing love and we're talking right now just about qualities. We're not talking about male or female. We're not talking about gender. We're not talking about identity. We're just talking about the qualities that we have kind of put in these categories, but have very different energies, very different purposes within us as just gender neutral qualities. So we've got that nurturing part of us, and we've got the more the disciplined part of us, the what we think of as strength. Today's also Juneteenth, which is a holiday celebrating, acknowledging that back in the later 1800s, I don't remember the exact year, 250,000 African Americans were released from slavery in Texas, and that was definitely a big event and an important event. So we're celebrating that today too. And I was thinking about kind of that combination today of we need that fight within us to free ourselves from the bondage that we put ourselves in, by just some of the old programs in our mind that have told us we're not okay somehow, or have told us that we can't go after what we would like to go after in life. And even in our meditation time, there's for myself, I will speak for myself, sometimes there's just a need for me to go within and be very gentle and very nurturing with myself, and just feel that love for myself, that love for the peace that I'm going after. And there are other times when I'm feeling really angsty and I need more oomph in my efforts. And just noticing those differences. There's that nurturing mother quality, so to speak, and then there's that father quality that comes in and says, "Hey, come on, clean up your room here. It's messy in here. Just get this stuff out of here." And whether or not that's what roles your parents played in your life, it doesn't matter. We're just I'm just trying to put some pictures on these energies so that we can feel what they feel like, feel the difference. There's a big difference between that. Oh, I'm just going to be here loving myself and holding that. And there's another thing, that other energy that comes in and says, okay, I'm feeling kind of emotional and messy right now, so I need to clean this up. Okay, so, I'm going to let this go, I'm going to let that go, and I'm going to clear this space. And, that what we're calling masculine energy, that's the one that gets things done, moves things forward and gets things done. And, again, doesn't really have anything to do with real life, right? As far as our personal, maybe your mom was the one who got things done, or maybe, whatever, however that looks, doesn't matter, because it's not what we're talking about. We're talking about that inner, just feel the difference of those energies. And we're going to work with that male energy, that masculine energy that that goes in and just is strong for our space. I remember I had a meditation one time where I was just trying to keep my thoughts away, and I pulled up an image of in my mind of Gandalf crossing the working with I think it was a Balrog, I don't know. Anyway, he puts his staff down into the rock and he says, "You shall not pass." And I just held that image of like, no, I am guarding my inner quiet space. I am not letting my emotions and negative thoughts come up and take my space. I'm not going to allow that. But I needed that strong, powerful energy in that moment. And it makes a difference. It made a difference to, there weren't a lot of thoughts who dared pass at that time. And it's really, really valuable. So anyway, I'm not even sure how we're going to incorporate that power into our meditation time, but we're just going to get in touch with it and go with it today. So I invite you to get comfortable in your chairs, get comfortable where you are, and take a couple of deep breaths, maybe a few of them. When we think about freedom and the fight for freedom, such a fight worth fighting. And it takes courage and strength to go into battle. When we're dealing with our own fears inside, we're going into battle in a certain way. Sometimes we just observe them and let them pass. Other times we fight for the truth of who we are, which is rarely our fears. Rarely, I say rarely, just really never. We are never negativity. We are never fear. It's just not at our core. It's not our essence. But it can feel like it is sometimes. That's when we pull on that courage and that strength to not allow those in our space. The visualization that is coming to mind right now is just seeing that inner space of us, that quiet center. And let's have our whole self as the center today. You can picture yourself within a bubble of light, bubble of peace. And maybe it's easy right now to let go of everything else and let everything else be outside of that bubble. And feel that protective energy outlining that bubble, not allowing anything to pass. Even though you can picture it on the outside of the bubble, it's that power, that strength and courage is emanating from within us. And we hold this space of peace. That protectiveness acts as a guard, not allowing thoughts to distract us, but even more so, not allowing the fear or faulty beliefs that tend to invade our inner space sometimes. We can focus on our breath to feel that center of our bubble, that center of us. Feel that center so close, so perhaps warm, perhaps like a light. You can picture our heart center right now as that light beaming out, keep beaming out, surrounding us, filling the bubble. And at the circumference of that bubble is that strength and protection. This isn't a battle of the mind. There's a faith. There's a strength, there's a courage that says, no matter what, this space is protected, guarded, safe. And if you have any thoughts, emotions that are intruding in your space, let that protective energy just usher them out. We can feel that peace inside, relax into it, knowing that it's a protected space that allows us to focus on that center and come back to it again and again and rest. Perhaps you can feel that the interplay of that gentleness on the inside and that beautiful protection around the edges. That balance of love and strength. And as we tap into that center within us more and more, we feel the seamless working of these energies, these aspects of us. The beingness, energy of being, and the energy of action. Both are necessary, both are valuable. Both are always at work. We can just more consciously call on one or the other, depending on what we need in a given moment. If we need that nurturing love to help soothe our inside, to help soothe someone else. Or we can call on that powerful internal warrior inside to help kick out those negative thoughts, to help kick out whatever fears we might be feeling. Kicking out the untruth of what comes up in the mind sometimes. And we take this experience with us this week, today, acknowledging that beautiful positive willfulness within us to keep our inner space clear, to move us forward in our day, helping us with our tasks, helping us take care of ourselves, do what is ours to do. If you're able to continue being in this space, I invite you to do so. If you need to pick up that power of will and move through the day, just let that love be the leader of that, as that power and strength backs up that loving energy throughout our day, throughout our week. And if you're ending your meditation time with me, I invite you to take a couple of deep breaths to pull in that energy into your body, into that place within you. Thank you for being here and joining us together. Our energy together is even more powerful than when we're meditating on our own, although our own meditation time is powerful and important as well. So have a wonderful week. I look forward to seeing you next week, and have a wonderful experience with all of that. Bye-bye.